The Yankees lost their series closer Wednesday night against the Marlins, but everybody chill. They still won their first 4 series of the season. So let's talk some pinstripes with Keith McPherson, nighttime host on WFAN with the red Yankees fitted too. How you doing, sir?
Spike Lee joined. Shout out to Spike Lee for the red Yankee cap. First time they ever made it. What's up, B?
Hey, man, just watching, letting the Yankees be the thrill of New York right now. Yankees and Knicks. But let's talk about this team. But first, we got to talk about Aaron Judge, my man. He had an MRI on his abdomen back in March. He missed some time during spring training. Check this stat. Only 8 hits in 45 at-bats to start the seasons. And as you know, bases loaded in the 9th. Popped out. What's going on with hashtag All Rise? Do you think this ab issue is the reason for the slow start?
I think it's a combination of things. The captain doesn't look right. He doesn't look dominant like we've seen him in the past. He doesn't look like the guy that's the most feared hitter in baseball, one of the top 3 players in baseball. And, the other MVPs, Ohtani, Acuna, they've had slow starts, but he's had a really slow start. I mean, watching the game last night, he had some weak at-bats with the game on the line, taking pitches. And even when he did connect at the end of the game, it was a pop-up to center that he just missed. I do want to say that it's 3 things. I think it's the ab, the oblique, rather, all connected. And last year, he missed so much time with that toe injury. Something tells me that his base isn't right, and then there's some type of pain connected from his foot all the way up to his oblique, his abs. Like, he's not healthy. And then also, I think it's a timing thing. I think because he wasn't healthy, he missed a chunk of spring training, so he didn't have as many at-bats. He didn't have as many swings and reps, and he doesn't want to miss time because he missed time last year. He doesn't want to miss time because he knows what he means to this team and this fan base. Judge isn't right. Let's just hope it's a slow start, but this is the slowest start ever. This is the slowest start of his career.
Real quick, to get right, you got to sit tight. Do they need to have him sit tight for a little bit to get him 100%? And what do you think the fan response will be if they do sit him down for a little?
So here's the thing. They actually have built this team to be judge-proof. They actually have added guys like Juan Soto, Alex Verdugo, who have come up big. Anthony Volpe, who's cashed in, guys that have played well, even Oswaldo Cabrera in the beginning. They have enough guys where, in theory, they don't just need Judge, but they can't sit him down. He's healthy. He's playing. The fans will panic. It's the number 1 story right now. What's up with Judge? And if they sit him down to say, hey, he needs to rest, then it starts to grow legs. They're going to say, is he injury prone? They already say he's injury prone. Is his contract is he ever going to live up to his contract? Are we ever going to see the Judge from 2022? It's a thing that he's got to manage. These injuries, whether he's not healthy or not, his timing, he's got to get really in the lab, watch some film of himself, prepare for these pitchers, maybe, get in the cage and figure this out sooner rather than later. I don't think the option of sitting him down or sending him to the IL is on the table right now.
All right, but at the same time, the trainer's got to protect the player from himself as well. Let's close out this Marlins series real quick. Wednesday night, Yankees went 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They left 10 stranded on base on the night, but they're still 1 swing away from tying that game up. Could that be considered a good loss for this year's squad?
No, sir. No, sir. Moral victories are for minor league coaches. They had an opportunity to sweep a team that only had 1 win. And I tip my cap to the Marlins. That's a team full of guys that have been accomplished in the league, batting champs, the guy that was on the cover of the show. Like, they have some guys that can hit and can play, but that was their 2nd win of the season. The Yankees had the opportunity at home to close the door on them and sweep. Now, Marcus Stroman did not have his command. Marcus Stroman had 1 really bad inning, and the Yankees weren't able to get going. You also saw that they move Anthony Volpe to the leadoff spot. That was the first time they did that this season. I thought it was premature. I like what I've seen from Volpe in the second half of the lineup. You change one part of the lineup, the whole lineup changes. So there's no good loss or moral victory. It's good that they won the series, but that's a team that you should have beat, could have swept. And now you go on the road, and we'll see what they do out in Cleveland next.
9 of the 13 games have been decided by 3 runs or fewer. So, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, they needed to take that game away. Let's talk about the new guys, the law offices of Stroman, Soto, and Verdugo. These dudes have brought a brand new energy to that squad. 13 games in, What grade are you going to give them?
I love it, man. They got the cap backwards. Soto's rocking the backwards cap. You see Stroman's all tatted up. Verdugo's all tatted up. I don't got a big enough chain, but I got one. They got the chain out, one chain only. You know, the Yankees say you can only wear one chain. I like it because the Yankees have always been buttoned up. The Yankees have always been so corporate. And now it seems like they are loosening up. Now it seems like the Yankee way that we knew of, hey, you know, you come here, the pinstripes, you fall in line. No, let's have fun. Let's be loose because it's turning into wins. It's turning into energy that the fans love. And it's also turned into energy that the clubhouse has, like, obviously turned into production on the field.
If you're going to be loose, those L's have to turn to W's, though. You can't lose and be loose because you know that fan base will turn on them in a heartbeat.
They only lost 3 games. They only lost 3 games. They were
so far.
First team to 10 wins. It's all good. It's all right.
Yeah, for now. But you know the fan base. They'll turn in a heartbeat once you start seeing some sort of dip in play or go through some slumps. So those 3 have brought that energy that make it fun to watch. But at the same time, I also hope that they continue to ball out so that can become a norm in the future. People don't look at that as a distraction. Let's talk about this new series. They got as you said, they got the Guardians on Friday. What's your thoughts or early thoughts on this series?
Yeah, I was talking about it last night on WFAN, how it was opposite vibes in Cleveland, right? Cleveland played some bums as well. They had the 2-10 White Sox. The Yankees lost to the 2-10 Marlins, but the Cleveland Guardians were able to walk them off in 10 innings and celebrate and go into the off day feeling good about themselves. The Guardians are also a first-place team. The Guardians are also a team only with 3 losses. The Guardians are a team 2 years ago that the Yankees barely escaped in the ALDS. So I think this is a challenge. They have some hitters over there, Josh Naylor, Steven Kwan, Jose Ramirez. I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge on the road in Ohio. We'll see what the weather's like. It probably will be a little cold there. But I'm expecting the dogs to be dogs. I'm expecting these guys to go over there and keep barking and be alpha dogs and continue doing what they've done this season. And that's be the best team in the American League.
Plug the platform. Tell the people where they can find you.
WFAN, the fan in New York, right there. That's me. We did a whole Keith McPherson meet and greet in Times Square.
Okay.
My mom is proud. I'm on every night. Tonight I'm on at 7 p.m., but usually I'm on after the Yankees till 2 a.m., talking to fans, taking calls, talking about the Yankees and the Knicks and the Rangers and the Mets and the Islanders and everything happening in New York sports and beyond.
I'm going to get on this TV, Mama. Appreciate you jumping on, man.
Yes, sir.